Yo, we're in the guitar gym. Volume 1. Hope you got your muscle tanks and cutoffs and Lululemon ready to go. I'm not the fastest guitar player, and it's something I've struggled with. Even though, like, who cares? Like, you know, sometimes you gotta play fast, and most of the time you don't. But I'm gonna start. I'm super into like making exercises that allow me to practice technique and speed while like mentally having to think about other stuff, so that I'm not just becoming this like, you know, guy. So I want to share some of these exercises because I think they're pretty cool. Pardon the camera angle. All right. So one of the first steps to me to practicing technique and speed and interlocking the hands is to turn off the delay and turn off the reverb and turn off the overdrive. So you get like a sterile, freaking DI it into your speakers or something. Get the most sterile tone you can so that it's like you hear everything. I'm not going to go into like the right hand too much because I don't exactly get it. But I know I can go like that, right? The metronome's on my phone, which I'm using to record the video, so I guess we're screwed. I probably got another one around here. Here's a little volume 1 for you. One of my favorite technique things is to try to sync up the hands, right? And it doesn't have to be, you don't have to do this fast, but it's going to be scales. Rather than, you know, your traditional forms, even the three finger, any of the cage stuff, all good. Got to practice them, got to get good at them. I like playing horizontal scales. So that's going to be one string. How about that tone? Turn the tone knob all the way up to really get the brutalness of it. Now, it's not a necessarily practical thing to be able to play, like, you know, whatever. I'm jumping every 3 notes. You could jump every 4. That's kind of weird. What I start to do is not only just play this like that, start to play it in thirds. Hope you can hear that. Once I turned off all the stuff, it got quiet. Okay. So, kind of tricky. We're in G major. You got to think about. You don't get to rely on the shapes anymore. You got to think, oh, there's an F sharp in G major. So like, F sharp, B, A, C, B, D, C, E, D, F sharp, E, G. Do it for every scale. F sharp. Ooh. Okay, so yeah, every key, you could do like a key a day. Now, for the level that I'm at, which isn't that high on this, like I don't really have like the individual, like, I can't really do that. So I start to do like 2, like a down up per note, or 4. So let's do 4. So it would be like, Man, and that tone just like, you hear everything that you're doing wrong because it's so like all the like little things. It's like you're playing an acoustic in front of a mic. Like all that little stuff is gonna get amplified really well. Like when you get like a nice overdrive, smooth it out a little bit, like that stuff starts to go away, which is great. We'll rely on that later on. But like when you're practicing this stuff, like I wanna hear the crap. I wanna know what's going on. So that's 4 notes, and you can get going faster, and mentally start to think about like, okay, going up a third, we're in F sharp major, so like gives you a little more time to react. Then go to 2 notes or 3 notes. Let's do 2. Right? I know I'm not, it sounds fine. It's between me and the rest of the world, so no one will know. And then you can get to 1 note. The trick is when you get to 1 note, this starts to get almost impractical, at least in my experience, like as far as the jumps go. So I kind of like the 2 note thing. All right, what else? Oh, so there's like a few different permutations of thirds you can do. This is where it starts to get real interesting. So we're doing like third up the scale. Like this is like the kind of the traditional way. You can go third down. Obviously, F sharp is not my strongest key, so, that's why we're here. And then you can do third up, down. Yeah, kind of tricky. I'm starting to get a little tired, too. I'm a little burned. Okay. Up, down. Also down, up. Then on the way down, it's the opposite. Yeah, man, just brutal tone. So, yeah. I like those 4 different ways of doing it. You could mix them up, so you could go like, oh, geez. Go like on the way up. Change horses in the middle of your stream, all these ways to like make this very mundane thing and trying to get it all synced up, trying to make that something that you have to think about. Like you have to think about harmony. You have to think about where you are on the fretboard. Relatively impractical thing, but it's a lot more practical than like that kind of thing. Like there's actually like a musical idea here, and it's just a key center. But as far as like connecting caged forms, connecting like different blocks or whatever we call them. Are they blocks? Yeah. Connecting those different things, like this is like a highway to that process because you're thinking about, there's like an A sharp, which is the third, and F sharp, so like I'm not far from this C thing, or I'm not far from this thing. Yeah. Does that make sense? The concept is to try to find things that allow you to kind of practice 2 things at once. The like physical, like we got to line up our hands thing, play fast if you want to, and also the mental of like what the heck am I doing on the guitar? Because it's easy to just get lost in the forms and the shapes. So there's a way to bust through that. And then, yeah, okay, so the third tier of this, we got 3 tiers, right? We got playing the scale up and down vertically, which is kind of impractical. We've got the different form, or the different permutations of thirds, right? So horizontal scale, permutations of thirds that you can do, and then start to move it across the strings. So we're in F sharp still. That B natural will mess with you, man. You could start going like like kind of jump from string to string, like Eric Johnson style in a way, like. You get the point. Yeah. So, Guitar Gym Volume 1, horizontal scales with thirds, different permutations of thirds across the fretboard in all 12 keys. That'll give you something to work on. It's giving me something to work on. We're back in it. We're in the Guitar Gym. It's Pete. I'm out.